All right, now you guys should be able to hear me. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, chat. You guys should be able to hear me now. Let me just set this shit up, straighten it out a bit. Let me zoom out. Actually, yeah. There we go. Okay. All right. I think we're gonna be I think we're cooking with gas now, chat. I think we are cooking with gas now. Whew. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna get right into it, man. Go ahead and give me O slashes in the chat if we're good. Give me O slash in the chat if we are good. I want to see those Romans in the sky. All right. So, guys, this is what happened. I literally just came back from academic studio. So I go all the way over there, right? It's in New Jersey, and it can't live stream. So I get there to do the 9:15 show, because this is what happened. After the stream went down, I was pissed, fucking furious, right? Because I was just about to get into the good stuff. Then I say, you know what, fuck it. I call academics assistant. Hey, can I come by the studio? Sure, no problem. Here's the Addy. Cool. I jump in Uber, go over there. Takes like an hour to get over there because traffic is so bad. It's like 7 o'clock, right? I get over there. Internet's down, right? Wi-Fi super slow. If I tried to stream over there, it would have been even worse than in here, right? So I'm like, fuck. So you know what I do? I record a quick 20-minute video where I go over the highlights of what went down today. I'm gonna upload that for you guys probably either today or tomorrow. Okay. I kind of go over the highlights because I was like, you know what, I'm over here. Let me just do a pre-recorded video. They gave me the Google Drive. I got it. Right. So I came back here. I said, fuck it. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna go ahead and do the stream anyway. If this shit dies, oh well. But I'm gonna try it. Still haven't slept. Been up for like slept like 2 hours. So I'm dying. But hey, you know what? The show goes on, motherfuckers. Don't quit. It was actually interesting because as I was getting in the elevator to go over to New Jersey, feeling like absolute shit, it brought me back a lot of memories when I was on the rowing team, where I'd be riding the fucking train from working a full day at, the government building over at the Tip O'Neill in Boston, 10 Causeway Street, never forget that, taking that fucking orange line back to campus to go to fucking practice for the third time of the day. So it brought back some memories. I said, you know what, this sucks, but we just got to embrace it. So anyway, yeah, man. So, just a technical difficulty, man. And with the Wi-Fi was just down that day, but I pre-recorded something for you guys anyway. But anyway, let's get into it, guys. Oh, and then last thing, as you guys know, I'm posting a video right now on Twitter. That fucking crackhead Barbie chick tried to come up to me, and I made her look like a clown in front of everybody. It was hilarious. She thought she was gonna get a reaction out of me. She failed. She doesn't realize that I've talked to more women than anyone else on the internet, and I know the fucking strategy. Like, bro, you ain't gonna get me mad. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah. Okay. Day 5 of the trial. Okay, guys, day 5 of the trial. Cross-examination, day 2. Cassie getting cross-examined by the defense. Okay. Now, before they cross-examined her for the defense and the prosecution were arguing, as usual, before the jurors came in, arguing about basically what were they arguing about? Oh, about admitting a video where Diddy sent a text message to Cassie talking about rehab. They're arguing about that, and they're also arguing about the government getting their the defense getting their cross-examination done by 4:30 p.m. so that the government can do their redirect at 4:30, right? Because so defense has the cross-examination, then the defense does a redirect, and then if defense defense does the redirect, defense does the cross-examination, then the prosecution does the redirect because this is their witness. Then if the defense wants, it can come back in and do a second part of the cross-examination. Anyway, Cassie took the stand at 9:32. Jury walks in at 9:36 a.m. All right. The defense attorney starts to cross-examine Cassie. Okay, day 2. Basically, I'm gonna fly through the testimony, and then we're gonna get into the stuff, right? And like the video for me, guys. Like the video for me. So they show Cassie a text from March 2016. Okay, when you get fucked up, you knock me around. I'm someone's daughter. This was after Diddy beat her up on March 5th, 2016. This is a couple days after that, okay? And this was the infamous InterContinental Hotel beatdown, which I will briefly show you guys because I do think that some of you guys may or may not have seen this beatdown. So let me just pull it up real quick for you guys. This is it. So here Cassie is, right? Let me make it big for you guys. Turn that brightness up all the way. Bam. Here she is. Now you're gonna see the diddler come around the corner with his towel, grabs her, yanks her, throws her on the floor, kicks her, kind of misses her, doesn't really strike. And he kicks her there. And he's gonna grab her and drag her. Grab her and drag her, okay? Now, this is what was played at the trial. So whenever I'm referring to March 5th, 2016, guys, that's what I'm referring to, just so you guys have an image in your head of what I'm talking about, okay? So, hold on one sec. So, March 9th, 2016, 3 days after the incident, Diddy's messenger saying, "I'm so horny for you." She responds, "You are? What would make you feel that way? Or what made you feel that way?" And then Cassie says that she felt that this was a little strange for him to text her 3 days later after, attacking her. And she goes, "Not a good vibe. We need a different vibe from Friday, because Friday is when this incident occurred." Diddy says, "Fuck Friday, LOL. I don't even want to do that again." And then Cassie goes, "LOL, true." And then Diddy says, "What you doing?" Right? So the defense showed this to show that they had communication after the incident. Then the defense shared photos of her face after March 6, 2016, the day the incident happened, and Cassie admitted she didn't remember taking the photo. August 2016, Diddy suspected Cassie of cheating and took her phone. The way he did this was he basically told her, "Hey, text your mom that you're okay." She's like, "Okay." She texts her mom she's okay, and then she unlocked the phone, and then he grabbed the phone and fucking ran away. And this wasn't the first time that he did this. He also did this, and he did this. Actually, he took the phone this time because he suspected that she was an NFL player. Cassie's mom called the cops on him for doing this. Okay, and then Diddy also did this to her back in 2013 when he found out that she was dancing with Chris Brown. Okay, so he's taken her phone on multiple occasions. Next, he would take her jewelry and her cars anytime she pissed him off. After March 6, 2016, she did the promo for her movie. As you guys know, they did a freak off on March 6th or March 5th, around that time. The beatdown happened on the 6th, but what happened was she had a movie premiere the following day. So the freak off was on Friday, and she was supposed to have a movie premiere on that Monday. Okay, so they were supposed to do a shorter freak off, and that ended up not happening because they got in that fight and she ran away. Right? Is this shit fuzzy? All right, let me fix this. Give me one sec, chat. Let me fix this shit real fast. I'm gonna fix the video on this. I'm gonna fix the video on this. Give me one sec, chat. All right, we back, chat. We back. We back. I'm gonna fix the. You guys should get better quality now. Give me one sec. Bam. All right. Hopefully that fixes it. All right. Let's get back to it. All right. Going through the testimony here. So next, she claims that when she was seeing this NFL player, they weren't together at that time. And Diddy was never really okay with her being with other people, and they were never really on break, according to him. The defense asked her about the Chris Brown thing I told you guys about, because when they said, "Hey, did he search your phone after you danced with an entertainer?" she pretended like she didn't know who they were talking about, or she didn't know who they were talking about. Let me say she didn't know. Maybe let's be honest. Let's assume she's telling the truth. And they had to say it was Chris Brown on the record, which was crazy. Um, so she did the promo for the movie after she went to Sedona, Arizona to take a break from drugs. Diddy also went to a rehab in March after the March 2016 incident. In March of 2014, there was an incident with a guy named Sujit. Okay, and this guy Sujit was a friend of hers, and he basically said, "Hey, Cassie, I heard that you might be, there might be a video out, a sex tape out of you." And what she freaked out when she found out about this because she was like, "What do you mean there's a sex tape out about me? This is what the fuck?" And what ended up happening was she contacted Diddy, and Diddy told her to get to the bottom of it and to inquire about the video. He also told her not to let Suja out of his sight because Diddy also didn't want this freak out video to get out if that's what it was, because obviously she knew that she had sex videos out there and there were freak offs, and if there was a video that he had access to, it could really fuck up her career. Okay, so it shows Cassie is, and the defense showed the text message between her and Diddy going back and forth. So what ends up happening, chat, is she records the conversation between herself and this guy named Sujit, and she asked him on recording, "Was I touching myself or was someone fucking me?" Sujit says he has the video. She has to see it. Um, she says, "Where is it?" Cassie says she needs to see it now. She threatens to kill him and bury him if he doesn't show it. Says he's playing games. Tells everyone to leave. Okay, so on the recording, you can actually hear her tell everyone, "Get the fuck out of here." And then she tells him, when everyone's dispersing, that she's gonna wait until he shows it. They're not gonna go anywhere until she shows it. And then she says she's gonna kill him, fuck him up, and it will be someone else to do it. No blood will be on her hands. And then she threatens to kill him 3 to 5 times in this recording. Okay. And the reason why the defense brought this out is because the defense wanted to show that Diddy didn't want these videos to come out because, as you guys know, on direct examination, she was telling the government one of the chief reasons why she was so scared is because she felt that Diddy would put the videos out and tarnish her credibility, right? So that's what she was so worried about. Then let's see here. And they were in Atlantic City. So Diddy was in LA when this was going down. She was in Atlantic City with this guy Suja and some friends. She had done 2 events in the areas. Um, Also, they had another issue with an escort named Jonathan OD. He took a secret video of them during a freak off. Diddy, Cassie told Diddy about this, and Diddy said he would take care of it. And the defense asked her, "Do you know how he took care of her?" She said she didn't know. She just knew that he took care of it. And then the defense asked her, "Did you know that he spent thousands of dollars and spent many months getting rid of this video?" And she said she didn't. So in other words, Diddy got rid of the problem. Again, more evidence for the defense to show that Diddy also had a vested interest in making sure that the videos didn't get out. These freak off videos didn't get out, okay? Because that was a very important part of the um, government's case with Cassie, that she basically complied with Diddy so that she wouldn't have to worry about him releasing these videos. Okay? We got better quality. Let's go. We cooking. Um, okay. Also, um, there was another scare because the escorts that Cassie was using, because keep in mind, guys, Cassie was the one that was recruiting these escorts. She was recruiting them from a place called Cowboys and Angels. This entity that had these escorts and male strippers, etc. They were on a reality show called Gigolos on Showtime. So that also created concerns, and they had to be far more, discreet with who they recruited to be their escorts. And again, for you guys wondering here, some of you guys might not understand the scheme, so I'll go through this very quickly. The scheme basically went down like this, guys. A freak off is a sexual encounter that lasts somewhere between 24 hours to 4 days that Diddy and Cassie would engage in. Basically, they rent a hotel, sometimes at his house, or sometimes even at her house, but rarely. Um, an escort would have sex with Cassie. Diddy would watch, gooning in the corner, probably saying, "I like that," whatever it may be, right? Take that. And he's directing them as they're having sex. He's telling them what to do, etc. He's telling the guy when he can bust and when he can't. If the guy doesn't perform the way that he wants, he doesn't pay him. And then after the guy ejaculates, Diddy and Cassie go into the bedroom. Sometimes they ejaculate in her or on her, and Cassie would rip the semen on Diddy. Very grotesque stuff, but that's basically how the scheme went. Okay, so and then that would be one session completed, and then when they're ready, they'd go back out again, and Diddy would be gooning in the corner as the guy has sex with Cassie, and he would be recording these things. This is why both of them were terrified that if these videos got out, it would fuck them up, and this is what the defense was trying to display, that these videos also could hurt Diddy. Okay, so he has no reason to release them, as Cassie was trying to insinuate. So yeah, so they found out that these guys were doing this documentary, and they got a lot more discreet with it, and they started getting only and dealing with escorts that they knew, especially after the Jody problem, the Sujit scare, etc. Now, I think it's very important for you guys to understand all the freak off videos that come in this case came from who? They came from Cassie. Interestingly enough, though the government is prosecuting Diddy, Diddy did not actually have any of the freak off videos. It was Cassie that had all the freak off videos and all the iPads, laptops, phones, etc. that were broken, that she held for over a decade. Okay? So Diddy, so Cassie messages Diddy saying, "You want to know the truth? It's way deeper than iPads." Okay, because Diddy was saying something along the lines of, "Hey, you need to get rid of those iPads or give them to me." And Diddy says, "I'll pull up. Don't threaten me. Pay me the money you owe." He's referring to the fact that he had paid her personal trainer, who's now her husband, Alex, money, and he wanted it back. And this exchange was after their breakup in 2018, chat. Okay, so so they did a sidebar after they went through this exchange of the iPad stuff. They did a sidebar, and the defense basically named like 20 exhibits that they were going to use that came from Cassie's phone. Okay, images of the freak off, etc., which, by the way, the government had used in their direct examination. Now, I got to give the government credit, and for any of you guys that haven't like seen this trial, you guys need to go in there and watch it. For anyone that wants to be a lawyer, this is like some top level fucking litigation going on. So the prosecution let them name all the exhibits that they wanted to bring in, right? And once the defense, because I'm thinking in my head like, holy shit, because they're announcing all the exhibits that they intend to go over, right? And the prosecution lets them mention them. Then when they start getting into the first one, Exhibit 1000, it's like a fucking record scratch, like, and then the government says, "Objection, Your Honor," and then they cite, 412 or whatever. Which 412, just so you guys know, okay. And I've talked about this before, but I think it's very important. Rule 412, right? Of the rules of federal rules of evidence, right? Basically, sex offenses cases, the victim. Okay, so there was 412. They were also objecting on, I think it's 603. Yep, oath of affirmation. They were using this. They were, objecting on relevance, speculation, etc., etc. Long story short, of like those 20 exhibits that the defense was trying to use that came from Cassie's phone that they wanted to Uno reverse on her, the government was able to successfully object and got like a bunch of them taken out. And the reason why this is so interesting is because it totally derailed the defense. Okay, they had to recover and find other things to talk about because this is going like they had planned to use this stuff, and then the government derailed them. So the AUSA's did a really good job on that. And the defense did a good job too, which you guys are going to see here next. So they ended up transitioning, right? After this blunder from the defense and the defense that the government did, interestingly enough, the government ended up running defense against the defense to defend their government witness, aka Cassie. Okay. After that blunder, they went into let's see here, her treatment at a facility called Willhouse, okay? And basically, she was subject to a bunch of different therapies. She did neurofeedback. She did it 5 to 6 times total. She did it once a week while she was there. She was there for a little over a month. She did EMDR, which is another thing that, and also something called somatic, which basically helps her reimagine traumatic experiences and kind of get over them. Willhouse treats sex addiction, compulsion, love addiction, drug addiction, a bunch of shit. And she was there for a bit. Okay, so they went over her recovery over there. And they also went over how she got off of opiates in 2022. at will how she was given a questionnaire of hundreds of questions, and then they showed a text message from 2014, or no, sorry, January of 2016, and she says to Diddy, I liked me better in the Bahamas. Sorry, I've been upset. I'm frustrated with myself. I'm depressed. I love you. Go have fun. Diddy says, yeah, because I love you and sex with you means a lot to me. I love you too. Do you know, Diddy says, you know, we have a lot of freak offs. We need to have a proper freak off without ketamine. Don't be mad. A successful freak off without ketamine. So they used a lot of ketamine. The drugs that Diddy and Cassie used, guys, were a bunch of man, were a bunch of recreational drugs. Okay, they used GHB, cocaine, ketamine, ecstasy, Molly. Um, uh, Yeah, those are a bunch of party drugs. Basically, is what they used. Oh, and they used Percocets and oxycodone quite a bit as well. They were both addicted to opiates heavy, especially Cassie. Cassie was addicted to opiates very badly. Let's see here. And then they went back looking at text messages from 2010, how they were so romantic with each other, etc. How she wanted to do these freak offs. Cassie, and then also they went over the breakup with Gina. So they talked about how Gina was someone that Cassie didn't like, and Diddy would lie and get back with her, even though he said that he wasn't with her, to Cassie. And they ended up coming to a head in about 2015, where she broke up with him while she was filming in South Africa because she saw a video of him and Gina together. Okay. And that's why they ended up getting back together in 2016. So they ended up getting back together again in 2016, hence the whole event that happened in March of 2016. So they break up in 2015 while she's filming the movie, right? They get back together in January of 2016. Then the event happens in March 2016. And then they take a break after that, and then they get back together again. As you guys can see, very toxic and adversarial relationship where they're going back and forth with each other all the time. Okay? Crazy, crazy stuff. Guys, we got about 3,000 Y'all Ninjas in here watching. So do me a favor, like the video. Also, let me put a let me add something here that I didn't get to add yet. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's add that in there. Okay, cool. And I dropped some of my fucking energy drink. Sorry, chat. Oh, man. Fucking spilled some of that Celsius, man. What the fuck? See, where's a woman when you need her, bro? You need something cleaned? You gotta do it yourself? Just sucks, bro. Anyway, let's get back to it, ninjas. All right. Big ass boots knocked over the drink. All right. Guys, let's get to 1,000 likes. We're at 901. Okay, now we're gonna get into the crazy stuff. All right, you niggas ready? Let's get to 1,000 likes so I can get into the crazy shit. Let's crack that 1,000. 1,000, my ninjas. Guys, by the way, is the camera straight? As I wait for us to hit 1,000 here, is the camera straight here? Looks like it's crooked to me, but maybe it is straight. Is it camera straight, right, guys? Dude said the camera straight as Diddy. That doesn't help, nigga. That means that it's crooked. Okay. I'll bring this down a little bit. All right, cool. Are we at 1,000 inches? You guys better like the video, bro. This is my third attempt at filming for you guys, bro. I haven't slept and I'm still here, man. I'm still cooking because I don't want to fucking give up on you guys because you guys don't give up on me, by the way. All right, we hit the 1K. All right. So Cassie broke up with Diddy after the Gina photo, okay, came out. She broke, that was pretty much like the last straw, kind of the last straw. She started dating her husband in 2018 after um, telling Diddy it's over. However, keep in mind that she was still seeing him periodically. They were still doing freak offs and shit. So despite the fact that they were done, allegedly, they were still doing freak offs and talking, okay? So she still communicated with Diddy after saying it's over, and this was off in the relationship dynamic. Now, she saw Diddy in August of 2018 for dinner. He told her to go with him to Burning Man. They had been there before. From her perspective, they were no longer together. Cassie says, I just don't trust anymore. I promised I wouldn't be with you if we do that again. You wanted me to be a machine. The test shot put the nail in the last shot or put the last nail in the coffin was Gina. She never went away. Okay. So again, from her perspective, they weren't together. They were seeing, and she was seeing her current husband at the time, this guy named Alex, the personal trainer. Okay. Diddy, so they went out to dinner. Okay. They went out to dinner in August of 2018. All right. And she claims they went to dinner in Malibu at this Italian restaurant. He took her home. He went into her house with her and he raped her in her living room. Okay? That's what she's alleging. Now, the lawsuit says, and this is where the defense kind of comes in here. The lawsuit says that the rape happened in September of 2018. They went to the Thai restaurant Malibu, and he forced himself into the house and kissed her. And then that led to, the other situation. Then she met agents in November of 2023, post lawsuit in New York City, 2 weeks after. She told the government, aka government agents, HSI agents, and the AUSAs, that the incident happened after Burning Man in September of 2018. And then she also said that he was being nice, but strangely anxious when they met for dinner. She told the government he had bipolar disorder, and he didn't stop when she told him to stop when he was doing what he was doing, when he was raping her. Then she met agents in April 2025 and told them that the rape was in September of 2018. Met with government in April to prepare for trial. So what does this all mean? So, and this is what the defense is trying to get at here. And then we're going to get to the next part. Okay, guys? So the government is saying, well, in your court testimony in this trial, you're alleging that you got raped in August. But your lawsuits and your documentation in the reports with the agents says September of 2018. Now, it's also important because the defense brought this in as well, and I don't think a lot of people noticed this. The defense said you changed your month that you got raped after you got prepared for trial. Okay? A lot of you guys don't know this. When you go to trial, this is me and my insight now, because I've actually been in trial. I can talk about this. When you go to trial, one of the critical things that the AUSAs do is they prepare the witnesses. They give them evidence, they refresh their memory, etc. So when she went and testified in court, she said August of 2018. But all the legal documents that include the reports of investigation from HSI and her civil lawsuit, right, that she got the $20 million for, by the way, and 24 hours that she settled under, said September of 2018. Now, some people might say, well, Myron, is that, that big of a difference? It's a month, whatever. I understand that perspective. We're all human. We might not know exactly. This is 7 years ago, right? Let's take Cassie's side here, play the devil's advocate. This is 7 years ago. It's a month. It's still relatively close, fair. But the reason why the defense is bringing this up is what's going to come next. That's why I wanted to explain that all to you guys. Give me ones if that makes sense before I get into the next part. Okay, I want to really make sure that you ninjas get this. Again, We're giving the best fucking breakdown on this case on the fucking internet, by the way. And we got a bunch of witnesses that we're going to cover. This isn't just Cassie. An HSI agent testified. We're going to go over her testimony because she fucked up a little bit too. For anyone that wants to be law enforcement, you guys are going to actually learn quite a bit here when I go over the agent testimony. So you guys are going to get a fucking breakdown here that ain't nobody fucking going to be able to do. And I'm doing this thing at 11 o'clock, 11:30 at night. Pound in Celsius for you guys. Third try. It is what it is. Okay. Perfect. So y'all got it. Okay. So you guys see the discrepancy here that the defense was trying to get on. Then it gets crazy, chat. Then it gets crazy. So August 21st of 2018, Cassie says, hit me back when you can, with a heart emoji. Diddy says, okay, I'm in an investor conference. Diddy says, I'm calling, goes going straight to voicemail. She says, thank you. Diddy says, I know I look bad to you. I could tell you weren't turned on. I fell off. I'll get my shit together. Guys, this is the day after or shortly after she was allegedly raped. Why are you sending your rapist hit me when you can with a heart emoji? Right? Doesn't make sense. So she saw Diddy a month later, okay? Because, you know, they had been together for 10 years, they had feelings for each other, etc. Right? And she admitted this. She said she couldn't turn her feelings off. She still had feelings for him. This was at Andre Harrell's birthday party where they linked up again. She didn't hate him after August 2018. Says she does not hate him now. She has love. And then the defense attorney asked her these questions. Do you hate Diddy? Do you hate him now? And she says no. And then they said, do you have love for Diddy? And she says she has love for the past. That's what she said on the stand. And when asked if she has love for Diddy now, the government basically said objection or whatever. So moving forward, right, August 25th of 2018. Now, this is days after the alleged rape and then rekindling, if I'm not mistaken. They had a text conversation, okay? And they basically broke up, saying they were both heartbroken, okay? Fast forward to September 12th of 2018. She messages him, how's yoga? Is it safe to date? Now, the reason why she said, how's yoga is because he was seeing his yoga instructor romantically. And she had heard this from the grapevine. So she said, I assume it's safe for me to date because, as you guys know, Diddy's extremely jealous and he didn't want anyone to date her. Even when they had breaks, they were still talking to each other, still doing freak offs, whatever. So he didn't want her with other people unless he was basically in a corner, it seems. And another big thing, Diddy had a big issue with her dating other celebrities. Very important for you guys to know. He did not want her dating other celebrities because I think it's a status thing and it makes him look bad. One thing I will say about Diddy that I've noticed through the course of this trial is that he did a really good job of covering his tracks, guys. For 20 years, this guy was doing this shit and nobody had a fucking clue. All right? Anyway, so she messaged him saying, how's yoga? I assume it's safe to date. He seems confused when he messages her back. What does yoga have to do with me? He says. She says, I heard you're dating. Diddy denies the dating, saying he's not seeing anybody. Cassie says, maybe you've been dating all along. Clearly, she doesn't believe him. Diddy asks, who is he dating? Playing dumb. She tries dropping and says she needs to stop caring. She admits she cared about him still at this point. This is 2018 now, September of 2018, okay? Diddy asks to talk about it if she is dating other people. And then Cassie says, if you're in LA next week, we can talk. Okay? Mind you guys, all this communication is after the alleged rape. Okay? And she started dating her husband in 2018. So she was seeing her man while still communicating with Diddy. All right? Fast forward to September 26, 2018. They text each other. Do what you do, go public, don't call me. This is what Diddy said to her. You don't get it. Let's talk tomorrow. Diddy says, I don't want to have convo if we break up again. I need you to love me. Cassie says, I do love you. I just don't want to be one of your girlfriends anymore. As you guys know, Cassie always had a problem with just being like a freak off girl. Though she did get the benefit of being on the red carpet with him and hanging out and getting in the public eye, he never really spent that much time with her outside of sex, contrary to popular belief. He gave a lot of that time to Kim Porter. And Cassie was always jealous of that. Okay? So he responds, I need to hold you. Cassie says, let's get up tomorrow. I got studio. Diddy says, can I hold you or are you going to break up with me? She says, tomorrow. Diddy says again, can I hold you? Is it a no or a yes? She says, well, just embrace. And then he says, you still got your humor. Can't wait. She says, can't wait to see you too. Diddy, if I can't know where you live, because he asked her what her address was, I guess, and she didn't give him the address. And he responded by saying, if I can't know where you live, that's too far for me. And she says, I don't know what to say. I choose my sanity. I'm sleeping well and gained weight. And then he says, I respect your sanity. This is Diddy responding. I'm no stalker. Focus on you. Love. Right? And then Cassie says, well, I was looking forward to hugging you. Right? So he kind of cuts it. He does it. He says, okay, well, look, I'm not no stalker. You focus on you. Love. And she says, I was looking forward to hugging you. And she goes, I'd rather talk in person. I'm going to call you, pick up. It's important. This is September 26th. Now, we fast forward to September 27th. They met in person. They had sex that night. She got a FaceTime call from who? Her fucking now husband, Alex, while they were fucking or while they were in bed together. She didn't know whether they were actually smashing when the phone call came, but the point is that he FaceTime called her while she was in bed with Diddy. She denied the FaceTime call. She told Diddy she had a great night. Diddy saw the call. Okay? Her current husband knew that she was with Diddy. She doesn't know. So the defense attorney asked her, does your current husband know that you were with Diddy? She responded, she doesn't know if he knew. Alex figured out she had sex with Diddy. She ignored the FaceTime call. And then she claimed her husband had punched the wall when she told him that Diddy raped her. And this was the month prior. Okay? She kept talking to Diddy after sex on September 27th. Okay? October 5th, Diddy says, I'm going to fall back. Call me when you need me. Cassie says, I'm lost without you. November 15th, 2018, Kim Porter passes away. Cassie went to the memorial in Georgia. She flew there. November 19th, 2018. Diddy says to Cassie, you just left me. I needed to leave for my grandma, she responds. You compared me to Gina and said Kim was a soulmate. So basically, Diddy posted after Kim Porter died that she was a soulmate. That pissed Cassie off. I love you, but I got to go to my family. This is Cassie. We're talking to Diddy. Hit me if you need me. Love you too. And she admits on the stand that that post that Diddy had really hurt her feelings, and he got back with Gina. So when Diddy posted that Kim Porter was his soulmate, she said, what was the 11 years about? If Kim Porter was your soulmate, what was I doing these past 11 years? She felt betrayed. She said on the stand she never saw Diddy after that memorial service. People tried to get her to contact Diddy again, Laura London, Deontay Nash, but it never happened. And she ended up getting married later. So after she got married, Diddy reached out a bunch of different times, right? Sending love, right? So in 2019, he reached out to a bunch of times and she didn't respond really, okay? Basically, and the defense showed this. Sending love, congrats, you're gonna be a beautiful mother. Cassie would send short replies like, thank you, God bless. Diddy would say, had a dream about you, just sending love, God bless. He's saying congrats when she's having children because at this point she's married, she has kids. 2020, he reaches out to her again saying, hey, hope all is well. She says, thank you. He says, love, how's your family? Just checking up on each other. And he drops a bomb on her, right? He sends her a positive message and he says, this is in May of 2020. He says, and I think I wrote down the full message here somewhere. basically, I'm summarizing it for you guys. And a lot of these text messages, guys, I'm summarizing for you guys. But basically, what he did was he told her that she was his ride or die. He loves her. He would like to talk to her one day for closure. Um, you know, he says that she's a queen. She was one of the best women and is one of the best women in the world. And he actually takes accountability. He says, "I hope you don't hate me, and I hope we can have a sit down and closure one day." And she actually responds to it, and she says, "Sorry, I had to gather my thoughts. That blew me away. I wouldn't be at this beautiful point in my life without you." Um, and she goes on and says positive things about him as well. And this is important, guys, because at this point it's 2020. Okay, they haven't seen each other for almost 2 years. So she's saying that she's at this beautiful point in her life because of Diddy, right? So the defense was using this to say, like, look, you're saying good things about him. And the other thing that she said on the stand, the reason why she responded to text that way is because it was the first time that he like acknowledged her and like kind of took accountability for wronging her. So this was very important to her. When there's no sound, guys. Hold on. Guys, there's no sound? Give me O slash if audio is good, guys. Okay, there is sound. Okay, okay. Okay, because the mic turned off and someone said there's no sound. Bruh. See audio trolls, bro? See why I hate these audio troll niggas, bro? See, they're fucking up for everybody, man. What the fuck? All right, let me plug this shit in real quick, man. Fucking losers, bro. Yo, mods, ban these niggas that be trolling for sound, bro. You guys know, I let anything fly in the chat, but when it comes to trolling on audio, man, like that's just fucked because it fucks it up for everybody else, and you get my train of thought fucked up. So yeah, bro, fucking mods, get rid of these niggas, man. Let me plug this shit in so I can use this Rode mic again in a second, guys. Give me a sec. Because the Rode mic does make the audio better, chat, but it fucking died. But I'll tell y'all this trip definitely got me like I'm gonna definitely do some upgrades because I'm gonna come back for I'm definitely gonna come back for closing arguments at the end of this trial, probably sometime in the summer. I'm gonna come back like fucking ready to go with some like fire. So this trip I was able to identify some things that I need to do. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Okay, audio is muy bueno. Okay. Let's see here. So yeah, so they with Cassie, right? When it comes to the when he sent this message to her in May of 2020, basically praising her, saying that she's a great woman, she's a great mother, she was his ride or die, he loves her, she has a special place for him, and he says all these things, and he says, I hope you don't hate me, right? Um, and he said that he's been doing like some soul searching and all this other stuff, and he's like, done some work on himself. Like she really appreciated that, and that's where she said, "Hey, I had to gather my thoughts and respond." And that's when she said, "You know, I wouldn't be in this beautiful place without you." Blah blah blah. And the defense made sure to accentuate that. That wait, so you had to gather your thoughts, and you still sent that to him? This is after the rape. Because guys, mind you, she claimed that Diddy raped her, but she continued to have conversation with him. She continued to meet up with him, and then they had sex after that consensually. And her boyfriend at the time, who's their husband now, fucking FaceTime called her. Insane. In fucking sane, chat. Insane. Red pill shit all over this, man. Red pill shit all over this. This case is like red pill, truth bombs getting thrown everywhere, law enforcement shit, true crime. It's a combination of everything. Holy. So, guys, like the video, by the way. We only got 1.5K likes. We only got 1 point. We should be at like 3. This is my third show for you niggas. Let's see here. And we still got more heat. So let's see here. So next, so she says they never had that sit down and closure. She still battled with addiction. She left Willow House summer of 2023. Her and her husband moved into her parents' house with her kids and parents. Okay, so now the government segues. So once they got done with the text messages and her meeting up with Diddy and the whole FaceTime call, etc. Because bro, even I said in court, I was like, holy shit, she's cooked, right? I said, niggas started laughing because like everyone was like gasping when they found out that she was fucking Diddy and her man FaceTime called her, right? I wish I was in the courtroom to look at it and see. He probably turned red, bro. Because I'll tell you guys this: the past 2 days when I was in the courtroom, because I wasn't in the main courtroom today, some bullshit happened. But he was like turning red, bro, and the guy like was clearly uncomfortable. So anyway, oh, hold on a sec, chat. Let me. We got. Let's see here. We got 5K on Twitter. Shout out to you ninjas watching on Twitter as well. Guys, like the video. Let's get to 2,000 likes at least. At least. Your boy is not slept. I'm dying right now. But I'm still here for you guys because I love you ninjas. Okay. We're at 1.6. Smash it. Pause. Okay. So now the defense started to attack her finances. I told you guys, I literally, I love it how I like called it what the defense was gonna do. Everything I said the defense was gonna do, they did on cross-examination. They attacked her credibility, they attacked her rape story, they attacked her sexual past, they attacked how she cheats on her boyfriends, they attacked her for setting up these freak offs and being engaged in them and being, a dirty talker, etc. They went over all of that shit. Then, as I predicted, they left the best for last, the money. Okay? They got into the fucking money. So they asked her, you and your husband moved back to Connecticut with your parents in your home, your childhood home, which is a modest home compared to what you had been living before. And she said yes. And she didn't directly admit that it was like financial problems, but she said that she moved back with her parents. So they asked her, how were you making income? How are you guys making money? And they asked her if she was performing in 2023. And she said she wasn't sure how much she was performing in 2023, but she was getting ready for a tour in 2024. It was a world tour. And her man was kind of doing some personal training. He was a former personal trainer. So let's see here. So they were kind of coming in from that angle. So she was working, she was making music with Matt Testa, and then she did the lawsuit. And after she won the lawsuit and settled for the 20 million, guess what she did? She canceled the tour. And the defense kind of just put that out there for the jury, right? And just so you guys know, when the whole rape thing came out and it kind of like was shown that she met up with Diddy and she had sex with him after, jurors were like visibly like perturbed by that. Okay, they're like, what the fuck, like, bro, did you rape him? Did he not? He came in your house, then you hit him up the day after with a fucking heart, like, and then you guys meet up after and you guys smash. You guys are meeting up at parties and shit. What's going on here, right? So this was also revealing that she canceled her tour, her world tour, because she was supposed to go on to different places after she won the 20 million. Okay, and then the day that the video went viral, the one I showed you guys about the InterContinental where she got attacked by Diddy, she posted on Instagram, domestic violence is the issue. And this is important because, as you guys know, in opening statements, or you guys might not know, I'm assuming you guys know a lot of stuff, but I'm explaining stuff for those that don't know. For the real OGs, you guys will watch me all week, you guys know what I'm about to say, but I noticed that there's a lot of new niggas in here, so I gotta sometimes explain shit. So the video goes viral, the CNN video, the leak of Diddy attacking her at the InterContinental Hotel at LA after a botched freak-off. Cassie takes to IG and says domestic violence is the issue. The reason why the defense pointed this out, chat, is because the defense on opening statement said, this is not a sex trafficking case. This is a dysfunctional, toxic relationship between two drug users that was violent on both sides, that had extreme jealous tendencies. Diddy was jealous of her, she was jealous of Diddy, and this manifested into violence and dysfunction. And they said this is domestic violence. Though we're not making excuses for domestic violence, this is not sex trafficking. And that has been the stance that Diddy's defense has been taking during this case with cross-examining Cassie. Okay? So they used that, her own Instagram post, and said, you said that this is domestic violence. Okay? Then they showed an exhibit, and it said, Diddy says, do you want to have our last freak off tonight? And this was in September of 2012. Cassie says, what? Diddy says, you can't read the last time I said it to be the freak off. And she says, I don't want it to be the last time. I want it to be the first time for the rest of our lives. And then she closed her questioning there. So obviously the government scrambles, right? Like fucking Cassie's getting exposed for telling her niggas she's gonna kill him. She's gonna have people touch him on recording. We see a whole other side of her that she's violent too. She's over here having sex with Diddy after she claimed that he raped her. Her man is FaceTime calling her. She's ignoring it. She's over here, being jealous of Kim Porter. She's doing Instagram posts that contradict the sex trafficking. The government is like, what the fuck? They had successfully dismantled the defense's ability to bring in those sexual exhibits that came from her phone, but the defense still did a fantastic job of really fucking hitting her, okay? So government comes in to redirect. And redirect, for you guys that are wondering, so it goes, it's a government witness, government does direct examination, asking questions about the case. Then the defense does cross-examination. It's more adversarial. Then the government gets the opportunity to redirect where they're able to clarify some of the things that were said by the witness to the defense, okay? This is all for the jury. So on redirect, they show the rest of the text. So remember how Cassie said, I don't want this to be the last time, I want it to be the first time for the rest of our lives? The government intelligently pulls out that same text thread and they scroll down. And Cassie says in there, I can't do a freak off right now. And she said that she has a UTI. Why did they do this? To show that Diddy insisted on doing freak offs even when she had UTIs, when she was on her period. And Cassie even admitted that she has sores on her tongue from doing these freak offs. So they asked her, and remember how I told you guys that there was a discrepancy between what she put in the lawsuits versus what the agents put in their reports of investigation? They asked her, Cassie, have you ever seen the reports prepared by the agents? And were you ever able to see the reports and, confirm? And she said, no. Then they said, then they showed Cassie a message of love and affection. What happened when those periods didn't last? Cassie said there was a downswing. So basically she said there were ups and downs in relationships. And, though there were times where they were sending lovey-dovey messages and things were good, there were also a lot of downswings as well. Okay? And then the government asked her, like, how were you affected by Diddy's downswings? And she said she was affected by his mood swings in various ways that affected her career, her self-worth, how she felt. Her career took a backseat to the freak-offs because she said she spent a ridiculous amount of time doing freak-offs. For those that are unaware, Cassie pretty much would do a freak-off with this guy once a week, okay? So she was having sex with like 2 to 3 escorts during each of these freak-offs, multiple sessions, and these freak-offs, guys, could last from 24 hours all the way up to 4 days, okay? She said that her moods, Diddy's moods affected her. She hung on his words and his style. When he put her down, it hurt her because she was hard on herself. Sean was opening up her world. So they asked her about what do you said that Sean opened up your world. And she said, yeah, he did open up me to a world. It was his lifestyle, and that lifestyle was chaos. Cassie says she only wanted to have sex with Diddy only, and she did the freak offs to make him happy. They showed a message from August 7th, 2009, where Diddy says, you were supposed to be seducing me all day. And they kind of use that as grounds where, that's why Cassie throughout the relationship would always send these sexually explicit messages, was because Diddy got turned on by her sending these messages of how she wanted to get fucked and how she wanted to do freak offs or whatever. So the government, is basically saying like, look, since 2009, he's over here telling her you're supposed to be seducing me, and that is why she's been sending these sexually explicit messages that the defense has been trying to use to say that she wanted the freak offs, right? So it's a toss up, chat. It's a toss up. Both parties, and this is what I mean when I say both parties are doing a fantastic job of using the text messages, using the evidence to paint a narrative, right? This is like great lawyering right now, and I really do wish that you guys can be in there listening to the lawyers argue. And that's why I'm kind of trying to bring this out, because a lot of these bloggers aren't talking about how these lawyers are going back and forth from a legal perspective and how interesting it is. So I kind of wanted to make sure I give both parties their flowers, both the defense and the prosecution, that they're really making some fucking sound arguments here. And the fascinating thing about this is that they're looking at the same evidence, chat. Okay, so on the defense side, they're saying, look, she's over here initiating these freak offs. Look, she's sending these explicit messages about licking balls and wanting to get fucked with her legs behind her back and all this other stuff. But then the prosecution says, well, let's go back to 2009. He's telling her that you need to be seducing me all day, right? So this is why she's doing this. So both sides are technically right. So that's why this case is so interesting. Okay. And yo, mods, do me a favor, guys. Screenshot all the super chats for me, mods, so I can go through them at the end. I'm gonna go at the super chats at the end because the fucking thing messes up. The Rumble Studio that I'm using acts fucking retarded when I get on here sometimes. So yeah. Okay. So we went over that. Let's see here. So they also brought up how so they brought up the Sujit thing, right? So now that the prosecutors want to go after the defense when they played that audio of Cassie threatening to kill Sujit. Remember, Sujit is the guy that claimed that he had a pornographic video of Cassie. So what the government said was Cassie was feeling pressure by Diddy to handle the situation. Diddy directed Cassie to speak to Sujit. Diddy didn't want the freak off vids out. Now, what I will say is this. In the audio message, Cassie made it a point to say, this can ruin my career. I need these fucking videos now. So she absolutely, though Diddy did say, hey, don't let him out of your sight, whatever, both of them had a very strong vested interest in making sure that if Sujit did have a freak out video of them, that it wasn't going to see the light of day. Okay? So, but the government, again, saying, hey, well, didn't Diddy tell you before to not let him out of your sight? Did he not direct you to say, to talk to him about this and handle the situation? So they tried to put it like all those threats came from Diddy. But me listening to the audio, me being honest with y'all, that came from Cassie because a lot of the things that she was saying was like, this could fuck up my career. I'm gonna come after you. Like, was it me fingering myself? Like, it was very centric to her. Then they brought up Diddy played a video again. This is the government trying to show because okay. So on one side, because I really want you guys to understand these arguments. On one side, the defense is trying to say, well, Diddy doesn't want to release the freak off videos because it would embarrass him too. And on top of that, Cassie's the one that had the freak off videos. The government are the ones that are actually putting these freak off videos into evidence, and they came from Cassie, not from Diddy. So Cassie's saying that she's scared that Diddy's going to release these freak off videos when he had taken steps to pay off escorts, to make sure that the Sujit guy didn't put these videos out. It's contrary to her argument saying, oh, well, Diddy, I felt threatened because he would beat me and he threatened to blackmail me with these videos. But the defense is saying, well, that's not true because he's taken crazy steps and spent a significant amount of money, time, and energy and resources to keep these videos out. So in response to the defense's argument that he tries to keep the videos out, the prosecution sided when they went to Cannes in France, which I didn't know was a fashion thing, which a bunch of you niggas in the chat let me know about. Great, I appreciate that. I don't give a fuck about fashion. You guys can tell me I'm fucking wearing the same clothes every day. But anyway, they brought it back where Diddy, basically Cassie had stolen some drugs from Diddy. This infuriated him. So on their flight back to the United States, Diddy played a video of her having sex with one of the escorts to her and threatened to release it after. They did a freak off that night and then when they got back to the United States, they ended up doing a freak off that night, and she claims she was scared that he was going to release the video. So this is the government again attacking their defense that Diddy isn't going to be the one to release the video, right? And it's kind of up to the jury to decide. Cassie's the one that has the freak off videos, yet she's the one that's saying that Diddy's the one that's going to blackmail her with the videos. And she's claiming that he played a video on his laptop of her smashing escort, and he threatened to um, put it out because he was mad at her for taking drugs. And then she ended up having a freak off with him that night because she was scared of that video. But then the defense is making the argument, well, hold on. It's Cassie that provided these fucking freak off videos. Diddy spent a significant amount of resources to keep these videos. What the fuck are you talking about? So both parties are making sound arguments. Give me ones in the chat. This makes sense. Give me ones in the chat. This makes sense. I know I've been repeating this a bit, but I really want you guys to understand these arguments because this is very important, chat. Very important. And Cassie is the star witness for the government. And I've listened to other bloggers talk about this, and they're not breaking down the legal finesse that's going on in the courtroom. All right, awesome. Awesome. You guys understand. Awesome. Perfect. You guys better like the video, bro. Ain't nobody good breaking this shit down like I am. So the prosecution then asked her, do you have any doubt that Diddy raped you in 2018? She said, no, I don't have any doubt that Diddy raped me in 2018. That's obviously in response to the defense attacking her credibility on the rape. Then they asked her about her canceling her tour. She claimed that she canceled her tour because she was overwhelmed after filing the civil lawsuit. She didn't want to be away from her kids, and she didn't have any more lawsuits and no money for testifying. And she started crying at this point. And she said that she wanted her agency and her autonomy back. And the AUSA asked her, if you could give the money back and get your autonomy, would you do it? And she said yes, if she didn't have to do the freak offs. Sean beat her during the freak offs and made her do it with UTIs. She felt like a dirty, she felt like nothing. And then the AUSA asked, well, why did you do the freak offs? And she said she was open to the freak offs in the beginning, but that openness changed and she no longer wanted to do it, but she couldn't refuse. She was worried about her safety, her career, and losing Diddy as a boyfriend. And then the defense comes back, okay? So the defense comes back now to re-cross-examine. Now, they say, well, you knew that Diddy's sexual wants and freak-offs were basically his sexual preference. She says yes. When Cassie said, I can't do one last time, it needs to be the first time for the rest of our lives. That's what they meant, right? Because remember, guys, she said, so because the government said, because this was important, and I caught on to this, and I thought it was really interesting how they were doing this. So as you guys remember, Diddy asked her, let's do one last freak off. And she says, I don't want it to be the last time. I want it to be the first time for the rest of our lives. That's what the defense closed on cross-examination. Then the government, on their redirect to challenge that, said, they showed that same text thread, and they said, and they showed there that Cassie said, I can't do a freak off right now. Okay, and I got a UTI, etc. But then the defense countered that and said, it's not that you said that you can't do the freak off, is that you're saying that you can't do the freak off for the last time because you want it to be for the rest of our lives. Okay? So they fucking jujitsu'd that shit. All right? Which I thought was very fucking clever from the defense. Then they attacked her for keeping the devices. They said, Cassie, you kept those broken devices for years. You had them for a decade, and all the freak off videos came from these devices. And they said you kept those devices for over a decade despite being broken. And they said when you were not doing freak offs, what were you doing? And she said she was recovering and doing music. And they said, well, Cassie and other employees knew Diddy had an alcohol and drug problem. The defense said that despite all this stuff happening, you got a lot of access to access and opportunities. They said that she got, opportunities just by being around Diddy. She got studio time. She got a song with Nicki Minaj. She got collabs with Lil Wayne. She got collabs with Kid Cudi. She got a mixtape put out. She was able to get out of her contract. She worked with Pusha T. She worked with Rick Ross, and they were saying like you would not have had these opportunities if not for Diddy. Okay, and they said you sent him these dirty messages for his arousal, and then the defense said. Was Diddy controlling of other people on the label? And Cassie said yes. And there was something brought up where Cassie said that she wasn't given because again, and let me spin it back why the defense made sure to bring up how all the opportunities that she got. The government talked about how she had a music video. She was asked to be in a music video for Common, the rapper Common, okay, the bald nigga, the actor now. And she said, okay, let me ask Puff. So she sent the music video and the offer to Puff, and Puff declined her to be in the Common music video. And she didn't like that. And so the defense says, well, look, you got all these other opportunities, right? Was it more along the lines of maybe Diddy trying to protect you from a brand standpoint? And then they also asked her, did Diddy also was Diddy controlling of other artists on Bad Boy? And she said yes. And then they asked her, why do you think Diddy denied you with the Common music video appearance? And she said she didn't know. But what the defense was trying to say is like, look, he didn't just deny you because it was you. He denies he's controlling of all of his artists, and you got other opportunities. And then they bring up other freak off message requests, and Cassie didn't refuse. Let's see here. A movie. Okay. And then this is the bombshell. Before I drop this bombshell, chat, I need you niggas. We need to get 3K likes. We need 3K likes before I drop this fucking bombshell. This was crazy. I need you guys to like the goddamn video. It's midnight. I'm fucking tired. Slept like 2 hours. I've been cooking. All right. Let's get 3,000. We're at 2,000, guys. And we're still in the we're still midway in this cooking session. Let's go. Get those likes up. 3,000. I'll keep going. 3,000 ninjas. $3,000, guys. Let's hit that 3,000. We got 2,000 right now. We got 5,000 plus you guys in here. Let's get this thing cracking. We're at 2.1. We're at 2.1, chat. 2.1. You guys enjoying the stream, by the way? I'm sorry that I started late, guys. We should be having like 10,000 plus y'all niggas in here, but I started this shit late, bro. But it's cool. I'm going to give you guys exclusive shit that the other streamers can't give y'all. So even if you saw this breakdown on other channels, don't worry. We're going to get into some other sauce that other niggas are not going to be able to tell you guys. So, like the video, guys. Also, mods, do me a favor. Jacob, Josie, all of you guys, screenshot the super chats for me, please. Okay, screenshot the super chats for me, my ninjas. So, all right, what are we at, chat? What are we at? What's the current number? Wait, what the fuck? Okay. What are we at? We're at 2.4. Come on, guys. Let's get to 3K, and then we're gonna keep going. Cause the defense dropped the fucking bombshell on Cassie. They dropped the fucking bombshell on her. Let me get some water while you guys fucking smash that like button. Let's get to 3,000. I hate fucking doing this shit, but you guys always make me do this. I will tell y'all this. I'm gonna upload the full video with this stupid ass crackhead. Proving all the fucking stereotypes right, by the way. Holy. Oh, I already got it. It's actually up right now on my thing. This crazy ass chick, bruh. I can't even show y'all because she had her titties out. Fucking idiot. But that's how you deal with these morons, man. All right, what do we have for likes? We're at 2.4? Let me look here. Come on, guys. 3,000. Smash that like button so we can keep cooking. We're at 2.5. 500 more likes, guys. 500 more. Smash the like button. Get the engagement up. I know I made y'all wait. We had some technical issues, but don't worry. We're going to make sure it's worth it. Because we still got testimony from 2 other witnesses. Let's get to 3,000, my ninjas. What are we at? Let's see. We got 5,000 you guys watching, bro. Even though, like, I never go this. Well, I stream late like this, but I never start at fucking 11. So, this is the after hours for you niggas. This is the version of it after hours for you guys. So, this is the version of it after hours for you guys. Fucking. Holy, man. The fresh and fit after hours for y'all. Matter of fact, let me, while I wait for you guys to get the goddamn likes up because you guys want to fucking dreidel me on this one. Come on, ninjas. I think we're almost there. I think we're like 2.6 or something. I'm posting an Instagram story for you niggas because you guys fucking taking too long to do what you're supposed to do, god damn it. Let's see here. There we go. This is the song I'm used for today. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do for the story. All right. What are we at? What are we at, chat? What are we at? I'm looking at the numbers. Guys, it's not hard, man. We're at 2.7, 300 more to go, guys. Y'all niggas gotta like the video, man. Too many of you ninja watchers watching this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this. Okay, so you must hate yourself. Check this out. Why do you wait for you ninjas to fucking like the video? Do you hate your mother? No, I hate retards. Okay, so you must hate yourself. No, that would be you. So Myron, that would be you. Look at my titties. Do you like what are these black titties? Myron, why are you such a piece of shit? Bro, I'm about to catch herpes just being next to her. Okay. Listen, Myron, why are you such a piece of shit? Bro. Tell me why you disrespect black women. Do you hate your mom that much? I heard you have a sister. Does your sister listen to your bullshit? Who the fuck comes on your podcast? She doesn't have her titties out like you do. I don't give a fuck. They're gonna stay out because I don't fucking like you. I don't fucking know. You're disgusting. Let's see how big your dick is. I think you have small dick energy. Tights are little. The pants are a little tight. What the fuck are you wearing? You look like shit. Oh, yo. I'm your worst motherfucking nightmare, bitch. Oh, wow. I'm your worst motherfucking nightmare, bitch. A confident black bitch. Here, look. I'll tell you. Oh, wow. You're bald. Yeah. You're bald. I got more hair than you. Yo, she got a fade. Yup. That's right, Myron. I can't fucking stand you, a piece of shit. Oh, wow. Everything you do is a piece of shit. Your dick is small. You suck it? Yeah, I don't want to suck it. Even if you had it out, I wouldn't want to suck that shit. 10 million, I wouldn't fuck you, Myron. You're a piece of shit. Well, you got AIDS. So. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. You African. Oh, you're Sudanese. Nigga, you hungry. That's why you angry. You hungry. That's why you angry. I'm African. I'm like you, man. Nigga, you do you know what the fuck you look like? You're fucking... Bro. Why are you so ashy? Ashy. Okay. Because your mama pussy lips ashy. My dick then. Because your mama pussy lips ashy. And which one is it? Because your mama pussy lips ashy. You a Sudanese monkey. Is that why you're angry? I think you're the one that looks like... Is that why you're angry? I don't give a fuck. I want to get Myron his own fucking medicine. I know, yeah. I don't know, nigga. You nigger. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, man. Nigger. Yo, this chick is the worst. She's the worst, chat. But hey... I think we held our own there. I got the full video on my shit if you guys want to look at it. But bro. Why are you angry? I should have thought. I want to get Myron his own fucking medicine. I know that. I don't know if they're get the fuck out of here. Yeah, man. Yeah, this chick is the worst. She's the worst, chat. But hey, I think we held our own there. I got the full video on my shit if you guys want to look at it. Yeah, it's on Twitter, guys. Bro. Yeah, bro. It's on Twitter, guys. If you guys want to check it out. It's on Twitter. So, yeah, bro. These chicks are the fucking worst, man. The black fatigue is the all-time high. Like the video, because that's what I had to deal with. That's why I had to go later than usual, guys. Because this fucking chick was doing this shit. So I was like, you know what, bro? Let's have fun with this shit. This chick is retarded. You know what I mean? So, anyway. Yeah. She thought she was gonna walk up on me and I'll get all pissed off. I'm like, bruh, like do you not know what I fucking do? She confirmed all the stereotypes. It's crazy. She had a wig, she was out of shape, she was ashy, she was loud, she was rude, she was masculine. I'm just sitting there minding my own business. And what does she do? She comes and harasses me. It's like, bruh, thank you for proving my fucking stereotypes right, bro. God damn, where's my hood when I need it, bro? Damn. The weave warrior went wild. What you gonna do, brother, when the weave warriors come after you? Right? It's like, god damn. All right, did we hit the 3? Guys, we're at 2-9. Let's go. Bombshell time. Shouldn't have taken this goddamn long. Let's go, my ninjas. I ain't partying. I'm here with y'all, man. You get that fucking stupid ass music. There's a rooftop bar up here. Let's see here. I think we're at 3. Let's see. Hit that 3, baby. Do we hit the 3? Do we hit the 3? 100 to go, guys. It shouldn't be this hard. It's less than 50% engagement. Nigga said Myron can't dress for nothing. Bro, you guys think I give a fuck about drip and all this other retard shit, bro? I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. How do you think I've been able to buy this real estate properties, bro? I don't buy clothes. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. Hardcore minimalist, baby. We save money, we buy real estate. Okay? That's what we do over here. While they hate, we create and buy real estate. That's what we do. And in most cases, lose weight. Well, people will try to make jokes and say, Myron, you got no drip. I'm like, all right, bro. This is a low IQ argument. This is a very low IQ argument. So, all right, we hit 3. Awesome. Let's go. About damn time. So this is the bombshell, right? So Cassie, so basically the defense gets up there and they say, hey Cassie, is it true? Or they ask her, did you have a lawsuit with InterContinental? And she says, no. They're like, okay, but you made a demand with InterContinental, didn't you? And she was like, yes. And they're like, okay, what did you demand? She said 10 million. She was like, oh, so you got 10 million. And she was like, and you got it settled right before this trial started. So the fucking crowd was like, oh shit. So not only did she get 20 million from Diddy, but she got 10 million from InterContinental. Okay? So basically what this shows is, so everything was good. So on one case, you're saying that you got raped in 2018. Then you hang out with Diddy and you text him back and forth while you have a boyfriend. Then you have sex with him while he's trying to FaceTime you. Then money ain't looking so good. You're trying to do a tour to make money. Then you do this lawsuit, you get 20 million, you cancel the fucking tour. Then you make a demand to InterContinental when the video goes viral and they pay you 10 million. You guys can see what the defense did here? And that was the fucking mic drop right there. Right? And they basically like cooked her with that. So huge fucking drop. Huge drop. Right? So, hold on one sec. So that was huge. Right? Because remember, guys, she sued Diddy for 30, but she settled for 20. That wasn't really public knowledge like that. And then the InterContinental thing, a lot of people didn't know about that. Okay? Now, witness number 4 comes in. So as you guys know, quick little recap. First witness was Officer Flores. He was the director, I think like the second in charge, one of the directors for security for InterContinental. Okay? When Cassie got attacked. He was witness number 1. Number 2, Phillips, the escort that was having sex with Cassie that witnessed Diddy beat up Cassie, okay? And he talked a lot about in detail with the freak offs and shit like that. Witness number 3 was Cassie. Now, witness number 4 was Special Agent Yasin Binda, okay, female. She'd been with HSI for 5 years, brand new agent, okay, or newer agent. So the first thing they asked her was, you served a subpoena. Who'd you serve a subpoena to? She says she served a subpoena to a guy named Paul Arthur on March 27, 2024 in Los Angeles, California. It was a grand jury subpoena. I'm not sure who this guy is or how he plays into it. I'm going to have to look into that a bit more. Then they asked her, hey, on September 16, 2024, what were you doing? And basically, she was coordinating the arrest of Diddy and then the search warrant that happened after at the Park Hyatt Hotel. Okay? So she was a part of the search team and helping with coordinate the arrest. She was not the case agent though, chat. Want to make that let you guys know. Also, she has been agent for 5 years, so she really been in the field for 4, and she was out of the HSI New York office, and she's in the human trafficking group. Okay, so they searched this hotel room 2115, and the search began at 11:30 p.m. They asked her, how do you go about doing a search? And she went over basically, first they go in and they clear the room, make sure no one's in the room. Then they take video of the room untouched. Then they mark and label each room. Then they assign agents to each room. And as agents find evidence, they call her over and she came over, she took pictures, right? So the way it works, guys, is once they label all the rooms, like room A, like let's say the bedroom be room A, then the kitchen will be room B. Then the second, the guest room will be room C. the living room be room D, whatever the fuck. They label it, and then they put 2 to 3 agents in each room, right? And they're in charge of searching these rooms. And the way they do it is they kind of fan out as they do the search. So like, let's say I'm gonna search this hotel room, right? I'm gonna come and I'm gonna go around this way. The other agent's gonna come around and go this way, and then we're gonna circle and go together. Now, the bigger the room, the more agents you might have. You might have 2 agents on this side, 2 agents on this side. Then we circle the room and whatever. And then once you find a piece of evidence, you're supposed to see where it is, take a picture of it, and then call the person over that's like taking pictures. Everybody does search warrants differently, right? But typically you want one person taking pictures. It just makes it easier because all the photos are on one phone or on one camera. So they called her over and she took pictures of each of the evidence, right? Each piece of evidence that was found by the agents at the hotel. At the end of the search warrant, all the evidence was given to her on forms called 6051s. Now, for those of you guys that are wondering, 6051s, guys, are 6051S to be particular. These are seizure forms that the Department of Homeland Security uses. CBP uses them, HSI uses them, Border Patrol uses them, all of DHS uses them. And basically, it goes like line item 1, whichever piece of evidence it is. And you put what's on it, when you found it, where you found it, who the agent was that found it, etc. So you want to keep this line of custody or chain of custody as nice and clean as possible. So the agent that finds it puts himself as the one that finds it, and then all the agents that find the information, each piece of evidence that they find, they basically gave it all to her at the end of the search warrant, and she took custody of all of it, and she signed for all the 6051 forms because the evidence stays with the original copy of the 6051. Okay. Now I'm going a bit deeper, explaining to you guys how this evidence works, but that's how it goes. Original 61S form stays with the evidence, the actual hard copy evidence. Okay. And then each person that touches it signs for it. So that's why from the search warrant, she took the pictures. Each agent that found it signed that they found it. Then they turned it over to her. So there's 2 people that signed on the 6051. Two people in the chain of custody. The less people, the better, chat. The less people that touch it, the cleaner it is. Give me ones in the chat if that makes sense. Because I'm going a bit deeper so you guys understand this. She didn't go into all this detail. She just said that her job was to mark and label each room. Agents find the evidence. She came in and she took the pictures when the evidence was found. And then once all the evidence was seized, they all took it. They took it back to the office, and all the agents that found the evidence turned it over to her, and she took it all. But give me ones if that all makes sense. While you guys do that, I'm going to get water. Perfect. I see all ones here. Good. And then give me threes, guys, if you learn something new when it comes to evidence and how law enforcement processes evidence. Give me threes if you learn something new. Also, I'm gonna plug the mics back in, by the way, so you should get better. You guys are gonna notice better audio if you're watching this on with headphones on. Okay. Let me make sure that all right, battery is good. We cooking. All right, how's that, guys? Audio better? Audio better? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Is this better? Chat. Okay, I see a bunch of threes, so you guys are learning. Awesome. All right, give me a 5 if the audio is better, chat. With this, give me a 5 if the audio is better. Give me a 5 if the audio is better, chat. Give me a 5. I just put the mic on. So if you're watching on headphones, the audio should be better. Give me 5s if it's better. If you're not listening on headphones, you probably won't see a difference. All right, I see a bunch of 5s. Awesome. All right, cool. Hey man, I'm trying to give you all the best quality shit, bro. Okay, let's get back to it. So so she took all the items. Now let's get into the evidence of what they found. Okay, let's get into evidence of what they found. So they found a Ziploc bag filled with Astroglide and fucking baby oil. Then they found a hard drive in one of the bags in a closet. Then they found one mood light, as you guys know, Diddy was real big on having candles and having mood lights. He wanted the rooms to have these like certain vibes, right? Vibes. Then they found more bottles of baby oil in the bathroom. Then they found a Louis Vuitton bag with one bottle of medication under the name Frank Black. For those of you that remember, Frank Black was an alias that Diddy used. It was a medication bottle. And then 2 bottles of lube in the nightstand, 1 iPhone on the nightstand, and then 2 bags of a pink powder were found in that medicine bottle that I told you guys about under the name Frank Black. Or no, they were found in another medicine bottle without a name. They did a test on the drugs, and they found that the drugs were. Hold on. Okay. Okay, audio but no video. All right, let me fix this chat. I'm gonna fix it right now. Fix it right now. Gonna fix it right now, my ninjas. All right. That should have fixed the chat. We should be good now. We should be good. Is the video back? All right. I think video should be back. Yeah. Okay. I think the camera froze, but I think I fixed it, guys. All right. All right. Give me O slash if everything is good, chat. Give me O slash if everything is good. And then what was the last thing you guys heard me say so I can pick up there? I'm looking at the chat. We're back. Now go ahead and tell me what was the last thing you ninjas heard. O slash if we're good, then tell me what the last thing you guys heard. All right, O slash, okay, good. What was the last thing you ninjas heard? What was the pink powder? Okay, you guys heard up to the pink powder. All right, perfect. So the pink powder tested positive for ketamine, guys. They lab tested the drugs. CBP gave an official report, and it ended up becoming it was ketamine. 2 little bags of ketamine. Okay. They also found a fanny pack with $9,000 in cash. Okay. And then the agent like pulled it out and flashed it in front of the fucking jury. And they also seized 4 cell phones. Okay. So that ended the government's direct examination. Then they gave a cross examination on Special Agent Binda. They asked her, were you on the search warrant team? She said yes. They said that they asked her, did you find bags that indicated a woman who was staying with him? She said yes. Just to not make it look, I guess, like he was a weirdo perv, but yeah. And then she clarified that the pill bottle was clonazepam. And then the other thing also, we're going to get into the technicality here a little bit. So they beat her up a little bit. The defense attacked her. They said, because she said, they said, why'd you take the money? And she said, well, it could have been involved in criminal activity, bulk cash smuggling. Now, bulk cash smuggling is typically looked at as like, $10,000 or more. It was 9,000. You can make the argument that it's close enough. But here's the thing. Now, this is me putting my agent hat back on, so bear with me here, guys. One of the fastest ways to fuck yourself up in your career, and this is for anybody that's in law enforcement. If you guys want to become an agent with FBI, DEA, HSI, you want to be a police officer, detective, whatever it may be, one of the fastest ways to fuck yourself up in your law enforcement career is to seize money. Because what ends up happening when you seize money, if it goes missing, if it's $1 short or anything, there's going to be an internal investigation and you will get fired if anything gets found that you fucked up. Let's say you didn't even steal it, but you like mishandled it and you lost some of it. You're cooked. So my policy when I was an agent was if I could give the money back to the criminal, I would. Okay? I only seize the money when I was certain that it was proceeds from criminal activity. Okay? Now, in this case, right, these guys were on some rookie time because, and this is why I made sure to let you guys know she only been an agent for 4 years. And she's an agent here in HSI, New York, where they're kind of busy, but they're not as busy like on the border, right? I was doing, they call it, when you start your career on the border, guys, it's like they call it dog years. Like 1 year on the Southwest border is like 5 years in an interior office like New York. Now, mind you, New York is a busy field office, so you can definitely get into some shit. But the fact that they took the money was a rookie mistake. And I'll tell you guys why. So most agencies look at like money, guns, and drugs as what's called high risk evidence, which means a lot of the times you need to put it in an evidence vault within 24 hours of getting it. You need 2 agents to 3 agents with you anytime you're dealing with it, and it needs to be secured in a certain way, right? Now, when you know or you believe that it's, money that comes from illicit proceeds from like a crime, like let's say Diddy was a drug dealer, right? That money wouldn't go in the evidence vault. That money would actually be deposited into the treasury. Okay, it would be deposited into the treasury fund. And there's other funds that HSI uses too, but for simplicity purposes, let's just say we're going to deposit in the treasury fund, right? Now, the fact that the money actually sat in the evidence vault all this time since September, right? That's a red flag to me because that tells me that they didn't have the evidence to prove that an actual crime had been committed when it came to that money. Now, mind you, here's the other thing too. Diddy is a billionaire, okay? When he was arrested, he was a billionaire. That money, 99% chance is gonna be legit, okay? It's not proceeds of a crime. It's not evidence of a crime. It's actually clean money because he made it with the music industry. This case with Diddy is a rare case where you got a criminal that's not conducting criminal activity for financial profit. Most criminals commit crime for financial profit. In this case, in this rare case, which what makes this case so sensational, you have an individual that's a billionaire that isn't doing it for financial gain. Rather, the money that you found is from his legitimate businesses. So what I would have done if I was the case agent, and again, the case agent, I talked to him yesterday. He's only been on the job for 5 years. This girl's been on the job for 5 years, which that tells me they probably came from the same academy class together, more than likely, and they knew each other in the academy, or they went around the same time. Because what they do is when you do the academy, they bring as many agents as they can, and they got sent to New York at field office because this is a hard to fill location. New York City people don't want to typically come here. I'm really getting in the weeds here, but I know a lot of you guys will enjoy this information. So they're on the job for 5 years. So whoever made the call for them to take the money was stupid. Now, when the defense cornered her on this, like, hey, who told you this bulk cash? What authority do you see is under? Blah blah blah. The government intelligently objected immediately, and they did a sidebar. And a sidebar, guys, is when all the attorneys get together and they have a conversation on the legal matter that's going on. And what ended up happening was the government kept objecting, and the defense kind of just let it go. But if the agent had done what they were supposed to do, which I think they should have just given him the money back, right? Anytime I would arrest somebody and I knew that money was legit, I would give them that fucking cash back. I'd give it back. That would be the only thing. So I'd take their belt off, all that other shit. You take they have anything on them, you take all their stuff from them. But the one thing I would let them keep is their fucking cash money. I'd count it in front of them, right? I'd count in front of them with a witness. Hey, is this your money? Yes, it is. Boom. Awesome. I fucking give them their money back and put it in their pocket, and I take them to the marshals. Because I know that you're going to deal with problems like this in court. And she learned the hard way on the fucking stand that it's not always the best idea to seize the money. Now, the AUSAs also said that, because the agent said that the AUSAs told them to take the money. But at the end of the day, the AUSA's office isn't going to be the one dealing with the fucking headaches of maintaining high risk items like cash. So for anyone out there that wants to be an agent, wants to be a law enforcement, whatever, here's my tip to you. If the money is not directly involved with the crime or proceeds of a crime, give it back. Give it back. It's not worth the headache, chat. It is not worth the headache. I might be saving some of y'all careers that decide to get into law enforcement. Always give the money back. Do what I do. You fucking take the money at first when you arrest them. Obviously, you have to take everything off of them. Once you establish everything is safe and you're in a secure area, you bring the defendant out, you count the money in front of him with a witness. If you want, you can even do what I call a 6051R, right? Remember I told you guys there's a 6051 form? S for seized. You can even do one where it's a 6051R. Actually, as a matter of fact, I encourage you to do this. If you work for Department of Homeland Security, you should do this, or any law enforcement agency is going to have this form where it's a return form. So you take it from him, right? Then once everything is clear and you establish that that money isn't really a part of the case and it's not needed, you take a form that documents that you're giving it back to him. In this case, it would be a 6051R, right, which is contrast to the 6051S. You put bulk cash currency, or you put currency and you put exactly how much it is, or U.S. currency, whatever you want to do, and then you count it in front of them, and then you have them sign that fucking form. Finito. No one can ever come at you, ever. That's how you protect yourself, guys, okay? That right there is life-saving advice. You have them sign the form, you have a witness, you're safe. If OPR or internal investigations or any of this other bullshit ever tries to fucking come at you and say, oh, you took money or blah, blah, blah. No, I didn't. I got a witness and here's the signature right fucking here. Safe. Now that agent, I promise you this, she ain't gonna take money again. They're not gonna seize the money again unless they absolutely have to. Give me ones in the chat, guys. If give me ones in the chat if you understand what I explained there. The importance of chain of custody, the risk of taking cash, unless it's directly involved with a crime. No, Diddy didn't sing like a bird, guys. Diddy lawyered up. Diddy did not talk to the feds. He did not talk to the feds. He lawyered up immediately. He knew he was gonna get indicted, bro. Okay. Awesome. I see lots of ones. And then give me a 3 if you learned something new, guys. Give me a 3 if you learned something new when it comes to that. So yeah, if that agent is watching the stream, yo, Yassine Binda, she's a female Hispanic lady. It looked like. Never take cash again unless you need to. That's a rookie fucking mistake. Do not take cash unless you absolutely need to. It's a big liability. And then do a 6051R when you give them that cash back, and you wouldn't have had these problems. All right. Now enter witness number 5. So again, recap: Officer Flores from the InterContinental. Witness number 2, the escort Phillips. Witness number 3, Cassie. Witness number 4, Special Agent Binda. Now witness number 5, Dawn Richard. Okay, singer from Danity Kane. All right, she went up to the stand. They swore her in. This was roughly around 4 o'clock when she was brought in, or 4:30ish. All right. Okay, I'm seeing a bunch of 3s. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I love it, man. Whenever I'm able to give you guys some sauce and teach y'all some. Okay. So then they brought in Dawn Richard. This is on direct examination, so she's a government witness. Okay, I'm going to kind of go through the summary of what she said during her testimony. Okay. 42 years old. She's from New Orleans, Louisiana. She has a bachelor's degree. She from 2004 to 2011, she was a musician working for P. Diddy, aka Bad Boy Records. She was part of a girl group called Danity Kane, and then she also joined Diddy Dirty Money. She met multiple girlfriends to include. She met multiple of Diddy's girlfriends to include Cassie. She met Cassie in 2005. She observed Cassie being attacked by Combs. She gave a story where Diddy came downstairs belligerent and kicked and beat her. She saw him attack her often. Diddy Dirty Money was an electro soul group of that was her, Diddy, and a girl named Hap Piper. It operated from 2009 to 2011. Diddy had homes in New York City, LA, and Miami. They recorded in his house, hotels, and conventional studios. In 2009, they were at his house in LA. Cassie was in the kitchen making eggs for breakfast. And Diddy, I guess, got mad. He was upstairs. So he comes downstairs yelling, saying, yo, where the fuck are my eggs? And she can't do anything right. And he tried to hit her on the head with a skillet. Uh, Dawn wasn't sure if the skillet actually connected, but what she did say was that Cassie went down to the ground almost automatically in a fetal position to protect while trying to cover herself like this. Um, Diddy started punching and kicking her while she was on the floor. He started dragging her by her hair and her neck. And the AUSA asked her, hey, why didn't you interfere? And she said she was in fear for her life and for her career. She heard Diddy take her upstairs, and she heard yelling and glass smashing upstairs. The next day, Diddy walked in. He told them to come to the studio and record. He met them there, and he closed the door behind him and he locked it. And he told them what they saw was just passionate love, and worries, and that they shouldn't say anything about it because he was trying to take them to the top. And he said, anytime people talk about stuff like this, they go missing. And at that point, the defense objected, and they ended up having a sidebar, and then they just adjourned court right there. So I anticipate that there's going to be some fire with this chick, big fire with this chick. The defense objected a bunch of times while she was testifying. They didn't like how she was phrasing things, with Diddy hitting her. Oh, and then another thing, when he said that, this is funny. When he told them like, "Hey, don't say anything, and I'm gonna take you out to the top. And if any of you say anything, people go missing for talking about shit like this." He gave them flowers after. Bro, could you imagine? Hey, don't say nothing about me beating up my bitch. Here's some flowers. Yo, this nigga crazy, bro. This nigga crazy. He came downstairs, bitch, where's my fucking eggs, bro? Nigga was screaming. And he said, like, you're useless, you can't do anything right. He was berating her, saying she was useless. So, I know some of y'all niggas are probably putting domestic WDV and shit in the fucking chat. You fucking assholes. All right. Let's see if we can read some super chats and close this thing out. Because I am fucking dying. I am tired as hell. Let's see here. Let's see here, ninjas. Do we not have... Bruh. I hate y'all niggas, man. Hold on, shit. I'm trying to log into the fucking Myron Gaines X shit. Let me try Rumble, see if I can find anything. Guys, smash that like button, by the way, bro. This is my third video, bro. Third video for y'all niggas. Let's see here. Okay, I guess we don't have mods or some shit, man, because I don't have access to the chats, guys. Nope, that's not it. Let me try here. Nope. Let me try looking on Twitter, guys. Give me 1 sec. I might have them on Twitter. God damn it. No. Damn it. Mods, help a brother out, man. Is it in here? Damn it, it's not in here either. Fuck, chat. All right, let me go back in here. God damn it, bro. Well, on the good side, guys, we reached 250,000 subscribers. So shout out to all you guys. I wish I could give it down to Marco. Damn it. Okay. Punisher sent on X. Let me look here. Punisher, what's your Twitter account? Punisher, what is your Twitter account, bro? Is it Punisher 541? Let me look here. Because I don't think I have you. I'm trying to find you here. Hold on, chat. Yo, Punisher, what's your Twitter username, bro? I'm looking right now. I'm trying to find Punisher's X account. Punisher, what's your at, bro? Alex on X? All right, let me look here. Alex. Nigga, just give me your username, bro. Bro, just give me your username, man. You guys know how many fucking messages I get a day, bro? I'm not gonna find this shit, man. Give me your username, Punisher. 110 Alex? Okay. Yeah, bro, I would have never found that shit. I'm gonna have to like manually find you. What the fuck? Nigga. At 110 Alex? Bro, you're not coming up. I'm literally searching 110 Alex and I can't find you. What the fuck? You're like either super shadow banned or using like an anon account. They don't give a fuck. They don't fuck with you, bro. Trying to find you right now. Ito? Oh, that's not you. Bruh. All right, nigga. Give me a link or some shit, bro. Oh, link. Oh, X110 Alex? Bro, what the? Ah. Niggas don't even know their usernames. All right. Found you. Come on, man. You guys over here giving me the wrong fucking username, man. Damn, niggas don't even know their shit. Okay. Let me get in here. Okay, the pictures are loading up. Okay. Thank you, by the way, Punisher. Guys, you guys need to all put W Punisher in the chat. This nigga got the Rome rant and he got the Castle Club thing. Everybody give a W Alex in the chat or W Punisher in the chat. Okay. Diaz Milky says, thank you for all you do. Fuck all the muggles. You know it, Diaz Milky. Carter FNF says, I know you heard the Donkey Kong sound when she was ranting. Bro, I heard more than I heard. Ooh, wah. Hope Fleischer says, it's crazy how instead of coming up to you to prove you wrong, she proceeds to prove you right with all her actions. What's even crazier is the woman coming to check the one guy who was arguing with the niggerilla instead of the niggerilla who started everything. Another example of women not holding women accountable. With elders like that in the monkey community, no wonder their community is so messed up. Inflation, I'm telling you, bro. Punisher says, you guys don't give up on me, so I won't give up on you, Myron. You ninjas better like the damn video. Our boy's running on 2 hours of sleep and is still grinding for us. Yo, man, thank you so much, Punisher. I appreciate that. And thank you for putting these chats for me, bro. What's up with that Jaguar black chick talking shit on Space yesterday? They got rid of you even though you was speaking that fire on the Diddy case. Fuck them, O/ all the way, brother. Hey, man, they're idiots, bro. That's why women can't run nothing. Hofleisha says there is no way the government didn't know all these things about Cassie and that everything seemed consensual, yet they still made her the star witness. Why do you think they did that? Also, something I learned is that they always try to distract us with something while something else is going on. Same thing happened during Johnny Depp trial. While the trial was going on, no one saw what was happening. Well, here's the thing, bro. Cassie probably came in there with a sob story, and Diddy's a high-level target, so they're like, fuck it, let's do it. 209 Cali says, episode before last you mentioned Ash, I watched a mini doc on escort reality star Ash Armand, Boys and Angels, who brutally, his client, you should do a Fed reacts on the case, it's crazy. Okay. Just wanted to contribute W Sauce. That's from Scrotal Khan. Speed, appreciate that. Scroll to Khan. Punisher, I'm responding to you right now. Bam. All right. Any other chats? Let me make sure I didn't miss nobody. Let me try to get on Myron Gaines X, bro. Fucking, when I get on here, it's such a pain in the ass. But let me try getting on here. I'm going to try to jerry rig my way in. Okay. Boom. Let me see here, chat. I'm going to try to go on MyronGainesX.com. See if I can. God damn it. No, it only brings me to Fresh and Fit. All right. Let me try this. God damn it. Bruh. Okay. Let me try another link. Let me see if this works, guys. I'm trying to do a back-end login right now. Okay, that didn't work. Nope. Oh my God, man. All right, I'll probably have to read them on the next chat, but they're saved, so I can always go back and read them on another day. Anyway, guys, that is the thing. So on Monday, the girl from Danny Kane is going to be back. I predict she's going to give a whole bunch of fucking testimony, but they're going to brutally attack her on defense. They're probably going to talk about her book, how she's doing this for clout. She's mad that Diddy, like, you know, kind of let go of her. So they're going to, you know, play the fucking jealous role on that one as well, is my prediction. So, yeah, man. How'd you guys like the stream, bro? How'd y'all like the stream? You guys enjoyed it? Give me fire emojis in the chat if you guys enjoyed this. I think I gave the best breakdown on this shit, bro. And under 2 hours, too. And gave you guys deep insight as to what the hell happened from a legal perspective as well. Why y'all keep saying L Fresh, bro? Fresh still gave y'all an episode, bro. Yeah, Rolo do a Red Pill episode with you guys, man. Don't say L Fresh, bro. I hope you guys. Oh, yo, also, guys, I got the full video on my ex of me arguing with this dumbass chick, this crackhead bitch. So make sure to go on my ex. I'll pin it right now for y'all too if you guys want. It's fucking hilarious. I can't even show it because you know, her titties are in this shit. So, but yeah. Anyway, but guys, like the video, share the video with your friends. I gave y'all insight into legal stuff, the law enforcement shit. So, yeah, man. And like you guys know, I'm operating on 2 hours of sleep right now. I went all the way to New Jersey, filmed the video for y'all over there because they couldn't live stream. I had my stream crash earlier to me, but the third time's a charm. We don't give up. We keep grinding. I think we got a better stream for you guys this time. 2 hours long, nice and somewhat concise. Timestamps are going to be up. Shout out to all the mods. Thank you, Punisher, for helping me out with this. Thank you to the mods. Love you guys. I'm going to try to fucking go get some food. I still haven't eaten either. I only ate one meal today. So I'm going to go fucking eat, do some push-ups and go to sleep, and then go see some family tomorrow. And then I'll be back on air on Monday. Okay, guys, I'm going to figure out if I'm going to go back to Miami or stay here. Like I said, I got a real estate deal that I'm supposed to be doing. I think I might close it either on Monday or Tuesday. If I close it on Tuesday, I might just stay out here until Tuesday, then go back to Miami on Wednesday and catch Fresh and Fit then. But I want to be back in Miami no later than Wednesday at the absolute most, because I want to close this deal and I don't want to fucking fly back just to send paperwork up. So I might as well just get it done while I'm here. And then while I'm here, I'll go to the trial as well. I'll go for Monday and Tuesday because this is actually an interesting witness that's here too. This Danny Kane chick. So yeah. So yeah. Anyway, love y'all, man. Go to my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. The video of me fucking battling the fucking orangutan titty bitch is on there. Love you guys. Gonna end the stream here. I'll catch you guys on Monday. Okay, gonna catch you guys on Monday. Follow me on Instagram as well, guys. I got a new Instagram. A lot of y'all don't know, but here it is. I'm posting every day on that bitch. It's Myron get. Oh shit. It's Myron. It's Fed Reacts is the account. Okay. Fed Reacts. That is the name of the account. Follow me on there, guys. Link is below in the description. Follow me on here. It's a new. It's I've had the account for a bit, but I had to fucking like switch it around and shit like that. But I am posting on here almost every day, or every day. So tap in, guys. Go check me out over there. I'll see you guys on Monday. Love y'all. Peace, man. Don't forget to like the video and share it, guys, with your friends. That's how we grow this bitch. Road to 1 milli. Love you guys. Love y'all.